checking in with you today. I figured I would come to Lowe's and do a video that you guys really want and need. You ask me a lot what the difference between box cabinets and custom cabinets is. We actually do mostly custom in the jobs that we work, but box cabinets are an option. What's the difference? What should you choose? Let's go and learn. Okay, so here we are inside of Lowe's. First up, why do we call it a box cabinet? Do you guys know? It's because it comes in a box. If you see here, box cabinet, prefab cabinet is where the name comes from. Doesn't mean anything other than it was made before you put it together. It is not custom to the space. Okay, so let's take a closer look at a prefab cabinet. Here is a base cabinet. It's an 18-inch base cabinet. As you see, it's just got the drawers. They usually either come in a box like this or you're actually gonna have to put them together, depends on where you source them from. But if you see, this one doesn't have any soft close hinges. There's no dovetailed joints. They're not super well made. We'd consider this more of an apartment grade cabinet, meaning just your low end cabinet. Okay, so over here, we're actually at one of the displays that they have set up in Lowe's. These are also box cabinets, meaning they're prefabricated, come in a box, have to be assembled on site in specific measurements, but this is an upgraded version. There's plenty of awesomeness to them that you would maybe want. As you see here, these have soft close hinges. A lot of the box cabinet companies still do offer these different upgrades that you can add in here. If you see here, there's a dovetail joint, which just means that the manufacturing of it is slightly better than ones that are just stapled together or glued together. So these are great options, but the main difference between custom and box cabinets is how you can optimize the space. And what I mean by optimize the space is if you only have a certain amount of inches in your kitchen layout, you want to be able to use every single inch properly. If you use a box cabinet and you have a certain amount of space, cabinets only come in certain sizes, so you may end up with a gap or wasted inches. Fillers are used. You'll see these a lot. This isn't the best example because it's in a corner, but if you look right here, where these two cabinets meet, they used filler strips to take up that space because the dimensions of the cabinets that come standard don't fit the space as perfectly as they could if they were custom made. So right here, if you see that piece that I just pointed out here, they just sell them in packages like this. There's different sizes, different widths, but it's just called a filler strip. So it fills the gap in the spaces to account for the space that you can't get in the cabinet. Okay, lastly for box cabinets, as you see, they come in a variety of colors and stain colors and door styles, but you won't have everything under the rainbow. So you will be limited to the colors and styles that certain manufacturers offer, which makes it a little tricky if you're trying to do a super custom design in your space. Okay, so that pretty much covers it for box cabinets. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop in the car, we're gonna head to one of our job sites of a custom kitchen that we did and tell you a little bit more about custom cabinets. So here we are. We are actually, you guys have seen this kitchen before. If you scroll back through our feed, this is one of the custom kitchens that we have done. If you hear some stuff going on, it's because we're actually back on this job site doing more work for this client. But the reason I brought you is to show you these awesome custom cabinets. The difference between the box cabinets and custom cabinets, like I said, is you can optimize every square inch of the space. So if you see this wall right here, we were able to use every single inch to make the space work. If you come over here, we framed out the fridge, made sure it was a custom panel that matched the cabinet covers. Come over this way. One of the coolest features is, do you see how tall these cabinets are? A lot of times you'll see a smaller cabinet sitting on top of the tall cabinet. So where that top square would actually be a separate cabinet. We wanted to make it actually more usable and functional and not have to have another drawer or cabinet pull up there. So if you see, custom cabinets allowed us to make this cabinet front be one giant piece instead of two. We can also customize around every little appliance and feature. As you see here, we have minimum filler strips. And what's great is for spaces like this, instead of just using a filler or some awkward cabinet, you can maximize the space, make it perfect for different things that you may need. We also make sure that standard on our custom cabinets, you have the soft close hinges and everything like that. That's not always standard on a box cabinet. Custom cabinets also allow you to do super cool stuff like this. So if you see this space here, we were able to make this front match the cabinets and turn this into a broom closet. So there's actually a door over here so you can store your brooms. Take a look at how big that door is. You can only get that in a custom cabinet.